telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off.
First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable.
Christelle, you can arrest me right now then, because you know what? I know my fucking rights.
Hey.
Nobody's intoxicated.
Exactly.
I did not
Everybody.
done.
Can you believe she actually said that? Tiffany Gomez, infamously known as the Crazy Plane Lady, hits the internet with a TikTok apology for her flight fiasco. She claims full responsibility for her unruly actions, setting up a backstory dive into the meltdown that went viral. Just when you think it's smoothed over, let's rewind to what kicked off the commotion.
My dad's a cop. You, dude.
Okay. Well, do you have any questions for us?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Like, you get the out of my face.
Okay. You have a nice day.
You too.
That's Tiffany Gomez, who went viral on the internet for all of the wrong reasons.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off.
Now the quote, crazy plane lady is apologizing for the rant posted on TikTok.
Here's the scoop on what lit the fuse. It turns out Gomez was all set to jet from Dallas to Orlando on July 2nd, but her onboard meltdown threw a wrench in those plans. This snippet lays out the drama that escalated her to internet infamy, teasing the chaos that erupted mid-air. Fasten your seatbelts. The story's about to dive deeper into the turbulence.
First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable.
Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Anjanette Levy. Tiffany Gomez was on a flight that was supposed to leave Dallas for Orlando back on July 2nd, but those plans changed after she had what seemed to be a meltdown on the plane.
Did that just unfold on a plane? Following Gomez's spectacle, airport cops were dialed in to manage a clash between her and another flyer. This pivotal moment ushers the police into the plot, marking a major twist in the unfolding drama. The stakes are higher now. Brace yourself. The next bit is a real jaw-dropper.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now that back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
After that, airport police were called to the gate and heard about a dispute that took place on the plane between Gomez and another passenger.
How did the boys in blue handle her spectacle? An officer steps onto the plane to assess the ruckus and toys with the idea of cuffing Gomez for public intoxication. This sequence captures the first brush with authority and their balancing act between law and order. Buckle up, you won't believe what's coming down the runway. Things are heating up, aren't they? The quest to find Gomez kicks off, with officers piecing together clues from her boarding pass and suspicions of her tipsy antics. This part shows the cops in action, hustling to pinpoint and deal with the disruptive passenger. Stay tuned, because the chase is just getting interesting.
That's what we got. There's a disturbance on the air.
Yeah.
One female, she was, I guess, still her AirPods. So they got into a verbal altercation on the aircraft. She made some statements as not threats, like this aircraft, like we want to blow off or anything like that. That's her. So she could have been open.
Do one of y'all want to go?
One officer boards the plane to check out everything.
Other than that, do you need anything?
So right now we should be fine. Passengers already on the public area, so she's not.
Well, she's messing with TSA. We're probably going to arrest her for public intoxication.
Okay.
So,
That works with me.
yeah. She's still continuing to be a headache.
Then the officers were left to walk through the airport to find Tiffany Gomez. They had her information from her boarding pass and believed she was likely intoxicated.
What's her side of the story? Out in the open, an officer corners Gomez, who outright denies getting physical and claims she's got the whole drama on video. This confrontation sheds light on her perspective, thickening the plot with her denials. The truth is getting twistier, and the next revelation is a doozy.
At the same time that the man is telling his story to officers, another officer found Tiffany Gomez outside.
I believe you to understand. I'm not lying.
Did you make contact with anybody? Did you just make physical contact with somebody?
No,
Because we're hearing reports otherwise.
I made no physical contact with nobody.
Is this mess about to get mopped up? A cop grills Gomez about her plans to vacate the airport, stressing that she can't camp out without valid reason. This interaction underlines the officer's duty to maintain public safety while handling tricky characters. As this dialogue unfolds, gear up for a curveball that's out of left field.
I'm going home. I'm not
So
getting
you have
up.
somebody come to pick you up or Uber?
Does it matter?
Well, yes, because obviously we just got reports that you assaulted somebody by pushing the gentleman inside. Okay,
Wait, I assaulted someone?
that's what multiple people.
Okay, so I'm
reported. Okay.
I'm 5'2". Oh wait, hold on. I'm 5'2", 120 pounds.
Okay, can you let me
5'2",
finish?
120 pounds.
Can you let me finish?
Yeah.
So the gentleman is not wanting to press charges. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So regardless, he's not wanting to press
Wait,
charges.
hey, could I hurt
Okay.
you? I will tell you. I'll
So
tell
that being
you.
said,
I'll tell
just
you.
listen to the officer.
Should I hurt you?
So with that being said,
Exactly.
how do you plan on getting home? Because you can't hang out here. If you have no business at the airport, you can't be here.
How genuine is her remorse? Really? Months later, Gomez, in a calmer setting, offers a scripted Twitter apology reflecting on her behavior and its impact on fellow passengers, particularly those with kids. This moment gives us a peek at her attempt to make amends and seek public forgiveness. As we close this chapter on a turbulent tale, keep your eyes peeled because the epilogue offers some intriguing insights.
It's been a little more than a month now since that entire interaction, and the police body camera video is just now coming to light. And a seemingly contrite Tiffany Gomez has posted a video on Twitter.
Hi everyone, it's me, Tiffany Gomez, probably better known as the Crazy Plane Lady, which is completely warranted.
Gomez, in a scripted statement, apologized for what she did that day.
First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable.
Buckle up, we're just getting started. The speaker kicks off by laying down their professional creds, chatting about how they supervise, dish out case advice, and drop knowledge bombs about various diagnoses, treatments, and whatnot. They set the stage for their heavyweight expertise in the ring of this legal showdown. And boy, does it escalate quickly from here. Hang on to your popcorn, folks.
And then I meet with them regularly to supervise them, discuss their cases, provide them with information about different diagnoses, interventions, and treatment methods.
How did you get involved in this case?
I was contacted by Ms. Camille Vasquez, one of the attorneys for Mr. Depp.
What was the nature of the contact?
Ms. Vasquez called me and indicated that she might be interested in having me meet the legal team so that I could discuss my expertise and possibly provide my opinions related to the matter.
Get ready for the good stuff. Quizzed on their expert 2 cents, our speaker breaks down their initial gig, eyeballing the case files and throwing out their take based on the psych science buzzing around intimate partner squabbles between Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard. They lay out the legal and head-shrinking groundwork of their chatter. And guess what? It only gets wilder from here.
What were you asked to provide expert opinion on?
So initially, my role that I understood at the time was to review the case materials and provide my opinions regarding anything that I noticed that was consistent or even inconsistent with the psychological science that exists today on intimate partner violence in Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard's relationship.
Oh boy, here comes a doozy. The talk turns to defining intimate partner violence. Yep, the ugly kind that can be either a smack or a psych smackdown, all in the cozy confines of a lovey-dovey nightmare. This nugget is key to getting the whole shebang of allegations and the courtroom circus. Fasten your seatbelts. The ride's about to get bumpier.
So there are a multitude of different definitions depending on the source or the state, but essentially intimate partner violence is abuse. It could be physical, psychological, and it's from one partner to another in an intimate relationship.
Did your role in this case evolve over time?
Just when you think you've seen it all, the speaker spills how their role morphed over time, amping up their involvement and tweaking their tasks as the case zigzagged through legal hoops. This switcheroo highlights the ever-twisty nature of courtroom dramas, and the spice our expert adds to the mix. Keep your eyes peeled. The plot thickens even more after this.
Did your role in this case evolve over time?
Yes, it shifted. So I was retained at the end of January 2021, and then had just barely begun to review the documents. The case was postponed, and then in October 2021, I was asked by counsel to provide a psychological evaluation of Ms. Heard.
Now, let's dig deeper, shall we? The speaker unloads a laundry list of documents they scoured. Talk about a paper party. From medical records to mental health receipts and beyond, they leave no stone unturned in their detective quest. This expose lays bare the obsessive level of detail our brainy protagonist brings to the table. And oh, the next reveal is a real kicker.
What types of documents did you consider in this analysis?
So I reviewed quite a few documents as part of my evaluation. That included all of the case documents, Ms. Heard's medical records by Dr. Kipper, her prior mental health treatment records. I believe I reviewed records from Dr. Amy Banks, Dr. Bonnie Jacobs, Dr. Connell Cohen, and also a significant portion of my review involved notes from nurse Erin Filati, at the time Erin Borum, who spent...
Ever wonder what a deep dive looks like? The speaker recounts their face-to-face with Ms. Heard, marking the calendar with not one, but 2 red-letter days filled with intense gab sessions. This bit underscores just how up-close and personal they got during their probing. The tea spills harder in the next segment, so stick around.
Yes, I did. So in conducting my evaluation, I met with Ms. Heard on 2 separate dates, December 10th and December 17th, 2021.
Approximately how much time have you spent with Ms. Heard?
So the evaluation, we spent 12 hours directly with one another. However, there were more hours involved in the evaluation with some breaks. So we spent 7 hours together on the first day, December 10th. Not necessarily together because there was a 1-hour lunch break and about a half hour with breaks split up through the day. And then on the 17th, we spent a little more than 8 hours.
Now, let's slice into the juicy diagnosis drama. The speaker dishes out the verdict. Ms. Heard's got a cocktail of borderline and histrionic personality disorders. They lay out why these labels matter for decoding her actions and the case's twists and turns. But hang tight, there's more psychobabble where that came from.
The results of Ms. Heard's evaluation supported 2 diagnoses: borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder.
What is a diagnosis?
A diagnosis is a way that that psychologists, psychiatrists, anybody in the mental health field thinks about a disorder. It helps us to communicate a set of symptoms that a person is experiencing, and along with that set of symptoms, it tells other professionals a lot about how those symptoms might have developed, how that person might behave, perceive the world. It also drives treatment. The real purpose is to determine what sort of interventions will be most effective for the person.
Need a crash course on the DSM-5? You got it! The speaker schools us on this Bible of mental disorders, the go-to guidebook that stamps everything they say with the seal of legit. This bit reinforces the speaker's street cred in the psychological arena. Don't wander off now. The next bit ties it all together with a bow.
Previously, you made reference to, I think you called it the DSM-5. What's
Yes.
that?
So the DSM-5, that stands for the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, version 5, and that contains every diagnosis we use in mental health, and it's the authoritative manual of mental diagnoses.
Is performing diagnoses something you typically do in your line of work?
Yes.
So you referenced 2 personality disorders. What's a personality disorder?
To understand a personality disorder, I think it can be helpful first to kind of define personality. So personality, something we take for granted, but these are the traits, the characteristics, the way we think, we feel, and we act.
Think diagnosing personality disorders is a snooze fest? Think again. The speaker walks us through the how-tos of spotting these tricky traits, mixing up interviews, assessments, and a sprinkle of Sherlock Holmes intuition. They reveal the nuts and bolts of pinning down these elusive disorders in the wilds of one's psyche. The insights dive even deeper next, so don't bail on me yet.
Is there a manner in which personality disorders are commonly diagnosed?
Yes, so they can be diagnosed in a treating environment. Treating psychologist or a therapist or a psychiatrist simply does a diagnostic interview, which involves assessing multiple areas of a person's history back down through childhood.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Yes.
What's a treating environment?
Sometimes I'll slip into these words. I apologize. So a treating environment, in If somebody is going in for treatment, the mental health provider will ask them questions to find out what sort of symptoms they've experienced and what sort of things have occurred in their life that might be consistent with these disorders, or rule out these disorders, prove that there's no reason for these disorders to be considered. They might also pay attention to their observations of the client over time and new information the client provides them.
Ready for the grand finale of brain probing? The speaker lays out what a clinical interview entails. It's like a marathon meet and greet with a person's psyche, from diapers to diplomas and every meltdown in between. They paint a vivid picture of how a deep psychological spelunking expedition goes down. And trust me, the conclusion is just as enlightening as the journey. Stay tuned for the mic drop moment.
A clinical interview is a very comprehensive interview. It includes a person's entire life history, as well as very specifically looks at any symptoms they might have. This can start as far back as birth. You might find out if there were any issues with their delivery, any genetic issues, any intellectual issues. How did they do? What was their home life like? How was discipline handled? What's their relationship with their primary caregivers? Were they raised by an aunt, an uncle, their parents? How many siblings do they have? How do they get along with their siblings? How many times did they have to move? Was there any abuse? Did they have any really significant life experiences that come to mind when they think about their childhood? How were they as a student? Did they need special services? Did they get in trouble at school? And you do this, you continue on high school. What were their hobbies? Did they play sports? How many friends did they have? Did they have any trouble keeping those friendships? And you get into adulthood. Did they go to college? Did they not go to college? How come? What sort of jobs have they held? How did those jobs go? How did they end? That's always an important question. What sort of romantic relationships have they been involved in?
Strap in, folks. It's about to get wild. A lady, channeling her inner rebel, boldly declares, "I'm going in," ignoring pleas that her actions aren't exactly boardroom approved. Her steely resolve and disregard for the rules amp up the tension as she plows ahead, a mix of grit and perhaps a dash of misplaced bravado. This is just the warm-up. Brace yourself for the next act.
So he couldn't find it. He was intoxicated. How could you prove that I'm intoxicated? No, Nina, how's stop fighting with them?
He just said.
Right, but yes, that is what I wanted.
What you said? You said take cameras because you're trying to get me?
Right,
now you don't
that's
come
okay.
on. Time out.
Stop, you're gonna make it worse. Stop.
So, they're not going to do business.
No. Okay. You just said that. I'm going in, right? I'm going in. There you go. You just said that.
Wait, did she really just say that? During a fiery back and forth, our protagonist learns she's grounded tonight and ticketed for tomorrow's flight. Confusion and indignation bubble over as she demands to know who's calling the shots, peppering her tirade with assertive declarations of her rights. Her escalating confrontation with airline staff sets the stage for what promises to be an even more dramatic showdown.
Hey guys, they're not going to let you fly tonight. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're not going to let you fly tonight.
Why are they not gonna let me fly?
Because they're not.
I did nothing
You just said,
wrong,
I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to run the tape.
What's your name, sir?
You can't run the tape.
What's your name?
Chat.
What's your first name? Jason. It doesn't matter what the tape showed. They're not going to let you fly tonight.
So why he had to tell me that?
Listen to me.
Why he had to say that?
What is it?
And threaten me like, oh, I'm going to run this tape.
Listen to me.
Listen to us. We're here now. You guys are listen. You guys are. It's not about size. You guys are rebooked for tomorrow.
But that's
but you
fair.
know what?
You're
You're not
going
going
to
to.
go back to work. I know my rights.
You're not going to.
What's the next move on this chessboard? After being told to hit the road since she has no flight tonight, our leading lady stands her ground, defiantly demanding proof via camera footage. Her refusal to leave underscores her disbelief and suspicion towards the airport authority, painting a picture of a brewing storm that might just hit tornado levels.
So I can't take his word and be like,
I'm not taking anybody's word. You're not allowed to be here because you don't have a flight tonight now.
I have a flight
No,
tonight.
you don't. You're canceled. You're rebooked.
17:34.
Listen, you're rebooked for tomorrow.
Can I have the camera footage?
Guys.
Trying to what? Because now you can arrest me right now then. Because you know what? I know my fucking rights.
Hey.
Nobody's intoxicated.
Exactly.
I did not
Everybody. He just said it. He just said it. He's like, yo, I could go. Then he's like, yo, she tried to kick me.
Camera footage. Where?
Hey, you need to leave the airside or you're going to be arrested for
Yeah?
trespassing.
So show me the footage how I was trying to
How
see
she gonna be arrested for trespassing?
You won't believe this twist. Our protagonist ramps up the drama, accusing the staff of playing a double game with her rebooking details. Her temper flares as she loudly calls them out for their supposed fibs, turning the terminal into her personal stage for airing grievances. Buckle up, because she's not dialing it down anytime soon.
What's that?
There's one on the other side.
When we get across to the main terminal. When we get to the other side, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Stop. Stop playing games.
Bro, really gotta go. No.
You can fucking hold it, let's go. So, piece of pants, I'll take it.
Y'all need this one.
Grab your popcorn, it's getting juicy. As she's escorted towards the exit, she clings to the hope of vindication through the mythical footage. Insisting that the truth is on tape, she embodies the spirit of a courtroom drama, albeit one set in an airport. Her determination to uncover a conspiracy adds an almost cinematic quality to the chaos.
We're trying to get you home. Right over here.
I just actually tell them.
We don't tell them
to run the
anything.
footage because that's what they told me. They were like,
Doesn't matter.
when the cops come, they're gonna run the footage.
Come over
you're
here.
gonna see that something happened, like that she tried to kick me when they were lying completely. Like,
If they decide they're not going to book you and rebook you, we don't have any
no,
control
they
over
already.
that.
No, it's not that. It's just saying that.
Can you tell us, we're trying to be real chill. Can you tell us
Are we seeing this right? When threatened with arrest for trespassing, she turns up the defiance dial to 11, challenging the authorities with a fire usually reserved for blockbuster action heroes. Her stand-your-ground attitude makes it clear she's not going quietly into that good night.
There was nothing wrong. Nothing.
Come on, let's get on this. Please don't leave your purse. Come on, let's get on the
There's
thing.
nothing wrong with me.
Okay, get your purse.
No, you can't even look at me though. But again, if that
Ma'am,
was
get
the
your
case-
purse. I've been
I'll
looking
get-
at you the entire time. Get your
All right,
purse.
I'll get my purse right now. But you need to hear me.
I hear you.
There's cameras. There's footage.
If you want to make a complaint about Delta, you can call their
Oh, I
corporate
will.
and make it. Okay, that's
But you know
fine.
what? That's not fair. I got a daughter who's waiting for me tomorrow. I just got on the phone with ACS in Brooklyn.
Could this get any more dramatic? Post-arrest, she continues her verbal sparring, denying any misdeeds and accusing the officers of concocting stories. Her relentless defense and accusations keep the tension high, ensuring that not a single bystander can peel their eyes away from this unfolding spectacle.
That's not fair. That's really not fair. It's no. I get it. You're doing your job.
Get off the
You're
come on,
doing
get off
your
the
job,
train.
but you know what? That's not fair. No, fuck you.
Get off the train.
You're doing your job. Nobody
Listen,
will
we're
touch
not.
you.
We don't want to arrest you. Come
So
on.
arrest me.
No, we
I don't
don't
give a
want to.
fuck.
Get off the
Arrest me. You know why? Because I got my right.
Come on, get off the train. Go.
Train for what? No, he should go though, right? But he should go, right? Yes or no?
No one can go.
Here's the grand finale. As she's led away, our heroine maintains her innocence with a tearful plea of mistreatment and misunderstanding. This emotional explosion caps off the night with a mix of drama and raw emotion, turning her departure into a scene worthy of a telenovela climax. What a ride, folks!
It means you at least get a night in jail. 3 hot and 5. Great bologna sandwich.
We tried to get you to leave, man.
I was leaving.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I
It's all on video. You weren't leaving.
You know your rights.
It's unfair.
How much do you think you drank tonight?
I drank fucking 3 beers on my dead father. On my dead father. I wasn't even supposed to go to Florida. I came for him to see his kids.
3 too many beers.
Buckle up for a roller coaster of emotions right from the get-go. The video kicks off with our host diving into a tale about a viral meltdown featuring a mom at Miami International Airport. This lady wasn't just upset, she was on a full-throttle panic spree after her kiddos vanished to a bathroom. The mother, identified as Camilla McMillan, transforms the terminal into her personal stage of distress, setting us up for an epic unraveling of parental panic. As Camilla realizes her offspring are MIA, she shifts from worried mom to airport Hulk, hurling a computer monitor at an unsuspecting gate agent.
And welcome back, everybody. Several videos went viral this week showing a mother at Miami International Airport really losing her cool. She apparently went into panic mode after she couldn't find her kids.
Ain't none
Yep, that woman is 25-year-old Camilla McMillie from Alabama. Her two children reportedly left their American Airlines gates to use a nearby restroom, and when McMillie noticed they were missing, police said she became irate and demanded that the gate agent find her children.
From chaos to courtroom drama real quick, here comes the legal lowdown. Camilla's now facing a trio of charges that could land her behind bars for a significant stretch. We're talking disorderly conduct with a side of criminal mischief and a hefty helping of aggravated battery. Our legal experts lay it out, and let's just say, her future looks as bleak as a sitcom without a laugh track. But wait, there's more trouble brewing on the horizon.
Terry, McMillie was charged with disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, aggravated battery. Sounds pretty serious. How serious are these charges?
Oh, these are very serious charges. I understand her getting upset at lost kids, but to do what she did, look, she could be really fined and put in jail. For the first charge for the disorderly conduct, she could get 60 days, and that's a long amount of time. But for the criminal mischief, if it's over $1,000 in damage, and we know that it is because we can see in these pictures that she's doing a lot of damage there, she could be up in jail for 5 years. And the most difficult charge that she would have to face is this aggravated battery. She could get 15 years for that, and she could be charged $15,000. So it's no small amount of money, and it's jail time, and she's got kids, so jail time is not going to work too well for her.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse. Plot twist. Beyond jail, Camilla could get slapped with the ultimate travel timeout, a lifetime ban from flying American Airlines. And with new legislation brewing, she might just end up a permanent ground dweller on the no-fly list. It's a saga of legal and societal reactions spiraling from one mom's airport meltdown. Fasten your seatbelts. We're about to switch tracks to an entirely different kind of legal scuffle.
Yeah, she could get banned from that airline, American Airlines, for not getting on the flight anymore. But also, there's actually a bill in the House right now called the Protection from Abusive Passenger Act, just for this reason. And that act, if it is passed and goes all the way up, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get stopped, if you're convicted of a crime of assaulting or abusing or harming anyone working in the airline, you could actually be added to the no-fly list, banned from flying anywhere in or out of the United States of America. So it's not just criminal charges she could face. If this bill passes, she and other people can find themselves on the no-fly list.
Here's a comedic pause in the midst of madness. Amidst all the chaos, a local chimes in with, "I've seen worse, it's Miami," injecting a bit of humor into the havoc. This cheeky commentary offers a fleeting laugh and a slice of life from the sunny chaos capital of Florida. But don't wander off. Up next is a plot twist that dives into the deceptive world of Hollywood.
Yeah, that's not great. And not to make light of the situation, but I read up on this, and apparently somebody who was there said, "I've seen worse. It's Miami." Take that for what you will, because that was pretty bad, to say the least. But what a situation developing. Well, coming up on Law and Crime Daily, fans expecting to see an actress that they love in a recent movie realize she never actually appears in the film.
Get ready for a blockbuster betrayal. We veer off into a tale of movie trailer treachery, where fans were bamboozled by the promise of seeing Ana de Armas in Yesterday, only to find she's been cut from the film. This segment explores the murky waters of misleading marketing and the outrage it sparks among cinephiles. It's a courtroom drama with a Hollywood twist, and the debate about these antics is just heating up.
What a judge had to say about a lawsuit against Universal Studios. A federal judge says a lawsuit against Universal Studios can move forward over allegations that one of their movie trailers is misleading. So in this clip that you're about to see, this is the trailer for the movie Yesterday, which came out in 2019. Take a look.
The one, the only, Jack Mallet! We would like you to write something right now.
Something in the way she moves.
No one's ever written this many great songs. How do you do it?
Attracts me like no other lover.
Okay, did you catch that? Because in the trailer, actress Ana de Armas plays a love interest of the main character, who's suddenly the only person in the world who knows about the Beatles and their songs. It's actually a great movie. But anyway, fans filed a lawsuit saying that they watched the movie to see de Armas and she had been cut from the film entirely.
The grand finale debate packs a punch. As we wrap up, the hosts delve into whether a misleading movie trailer can really lead to a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, drawing parallels to a surprising case involving Lady Godiva chocolates. The discussion gets as heated as a drama series finale. It's a blend of skepticism, legal jargon, and a hint of absurdity, perfectly setting the stage for more jaw-dropping discussions in our next episodes. So stay tuned, because the saga of Justice and Japes is far from over.
Brian, here's what I don't understand. Terry said $3.99 movie rental turns into a $5 million lawsuit. They're gonna win all that money? Come on.
I was on your side. I thought the same thing as Terry. They can't have standing. This doesn't make sense. There could not be cases like this. But then I researched this one case. Lady Godiva got sued for putting Belgium 1926 on their chocolates. And so when people bought them thinking the chocolate came from Belgium instead of Pennsylvania, they filed a lawsuit and got $15 million. If you filed earlier this year, you could have gotten up to $25 in that class action suit from that $15 million that Godiva had to spend because they put Belgium 1926 on it. So as crazy as this case may seem, they may actually win.
I could have won a lot of money in my lonely Valentine's Day, eating boxes of chocolates. Thanks for telling me this now, Brian.
You're never
maybe
lonely on
I'll go
Valentine's
sue over
Day.
movie trailers, you know, because I've been misled before, I'll tell you that much. Terry, Brian, thank you so much. Everyone out there, thank you so much for joining us here on Law and Crime Daily.
Turn around. Sit down. Sit down. I said sit down. Sit down.
Get out my face! Do not!
On the ground now.
Why?
On the ground, because right now you're being detained. Get on the ground or you will be tased.
I talked to them.
Get on
like
the ground.
8
You're
times.
under arrest. Hey, do not do that. Where you work?
The Waverly at Neptune.
How much did we drink?
Just a little bit. Just like 2 beers.
You had more than that.
No.
The tension is palpable right from the start. An officer is heard repeatedly instructing the woman to stop her car and turn off the engine. The tone is urgent and commands are clear, indicating the start of a tense interaction. Just when you think it's intense, the next moment takes it up a notch.
Hey, stop the car. Stop. You stay here? No. What are you doing here?
Why does it matter?
Turn the car off. Turn the car off now. Turn the car off now. Turn the car off. Turn the car now. Turn the car off.
Watch what you do because I'll punch you in your... Don't ever forget that. I'll punch you dead in your shoulder. Let me go.
Hey.
You won't believe how quickly things escalate. The situation escalates as the woman is directed to get on her back, followed by a few seconds of struggle audible in the background. This marks a significant turn in the interaction towards physical engagement. Brace yourself. It only gets more heated from here.
Stand behind your back.
They just chill, man. Oh, my soul. This is lucky because I would have took off your mama. You crazy?
If you don't stop, what's going to happen?
Babe, just chill. Oh, God, just chill, bro. Just chill, bro. Don't.
Put your other hand back.
Bro, I can do it myself. Babe, just come on, bro. You're taking my shit.
Then roll over.
Babe, just calm down. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know how that is, baby. Come on, bro.
The stakes are getting higher. The woman is instructed to sit down but responds with "Stop touching me," signaling her resistance and discomfort with the physical handling by the officers. Watch what happens next. It's truly startling.
Turn around. Sit down. Sit down. I said sit down. Sit down.
Get out my
face.
Do not touch me. What do you need her for? What are you fucking with her for now? What's wrong with it now, bro?
Stop.
Stop touching me. Just calm down. Stop touching me before I bite. Stop touching me. I said stop touching me.
40 cents. Is anyone else coming?
He has my arm twisted in his handcuffs, and I swear to God, if I get out of this white, I swear to God, you cannot do nothing. I beat the white out of this mama. Just chill, bro. Just chill, bro. Bro, fix this stuff now.
No, relax.
Hey, baby, just chill.
You're gonna chill out.
This part is a real roller coaster of emotions. The woman expresses her anger and frustration, mentioning she is upset and feels the physical engagement was unnecessary. She warns the officer that she might take action regarding his job, highlighting her emotional and distressed state. The tension doesn't let up. See what's coming.
You're gonna wait.
I'm mad.
Okay. This didn't have to be like that.
Stop touching me. It did, because you were aggressive for no reason.
All right.
You know you're wrong, and I take your whole job. Cracker. Oh, my soul. Fix it. It's breaking. What the? Come on, bro.
It's not breaking.
Fix it, bro. If I said it hurt, and I will spit on you. Fix my fist. What the? Fix it.
What are you doing?
Stop touching me.
Things take a turn for the dramatic here. The conflict continues as the woman threatens to call her mother and insists that only she can talk to her. An officer tries to de-escalate, asking for a moment of calm, indicating the officer's attempts to manage the situation. The next clip will keep you on the edge of your seat.
I'll kick this whole car on my mama.
Listen.
Move, don't, bro. She can talk to me. You can't say to me.
Check her
You
cuffs.
can't say to me. Fix my cuffs.
I will if you would just wait a second, okay?
Fix my cuffs.
Turn around.
I asked way too many times.
Will, so just turn around and relax for a second.
you guys doing?
No, what the you doing? Man, do your job. Stop pressing on me, so I'm not resisting. My wrist already hurt.
Listen, come on.
No, don't speak to me, bro. Don't talk to me.
You know what's going on?
Came over here. Oh, man. He was sitting here driving, but not out the car.
You won't believe the struggle that ensues. As officers attempt to apply handcuffs, the woman expresses discomfort and resists, saying, "Don't touch me." The officers mention they are trying to put on new handcuffs, suggesting ongoing physical struggle. Stay tuned, the confrontation continues to unfold.
Don't touch me. Oh, my God. He got me. I keep this whole car on my mama. Move, don't, bro. She can talk to me. You can't say to me.
Check her
You
cuffs.
can't say to me. Fix my cuffs.
I will if you would just for a second, okay?
Fix my cuffs.
Turn around and I will
asked
fix them.
way too many.
I will, so just turn around and relax for a second.
Fix my cuffs.
What are you doing?
No, what the you doing? I gotta do your job. Stop pressing on me because I'm not resisting.
Okay.
My wrist already fell.
Okay, I'm trying to put on new ones, so relax.
People.
I'm gonna get these.
Bro,
hold on.
I'm finna lose my.
Can you feel the tension? The woman resists physical guidance, telling the officer don't push, indicating ongoing resistance to the officer's attempts to control the situation. You won't want to miss what happens next.
Bro, don't push me. Don't push me because I'll knock your out. Don't push me. Stop.
Is it your
Get
left
off
or your
my
right?
pocket. Stop. Daddy on the phone.
Okay, stop.
You're hurting my.
I don't know why she handcuffs. He just came. Bro.
Oh my God. Stop. Bro, bro, oh my God. I swear to God. If I.
It's not over yet. The woman, now restrained, requests the officers to fix her wrist, indicating discomfort or pain from the handcuffs. This moment shows her compliance, but with continued vocal assertion of her needs. Keep watching. The conclusion is just ahead.
Okay. Neither one of them. Get out of my face.
Okay.
Don't you. Fix my wrist.
Okay, give me a couple minutes.
Bro, my
We have
soul.
one security, you can clear the channel, you can go down. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out, so just go back inside, please.
Buckle up. Here we go. Police officers respond to a call at approximately 4:30 p.m. on May 18th. They are called to deal with a person reportedly spitting at a security guard while armed. The scene is set in Spokane, Washington. The sparks are about to fly, so keep your eyes peeled.
At about 4:30 in the afternoon on May 18th, Spokane police officers responded to a call for a person with a weapon spitting at a security guard.
Which is the guy with the weapon?
He didn't. You have an officer that shot him. He didn't have a weapon.
Can you believe what's unfolding? The body camera captures a Spokane police officer having a chat with a security guard. The guard is sharing details about her confrontation with the suspect, who appears very aggressive and confrontational. Hold on to your popcorn. Things are about to heat up.
Body camera video shows a Spokane police officer speaking with the security guard who got in the confrontation with the suspect.
Okay, so what happened?
I deal with a lot of people and a lot of crap.
Right.
But I happened to come around, and I was coming up this way. About the time I get right next to that Dodge pickup down there,
Okay.
there I happen to see, and he's a regular that walks back and forth, and I know he has issues.
Right.
But he was walking up here, and I noticed he went there. Happened to be a guy on a scooter, minding his own business, going by and past him, and the other guy turned around and chucked an apple at him, almost hit him in the head. I'm like, hey.
Things are heating up. The security guard details how the suspect ramped up his aggression and even tried to spit on her. Despite her efforts to keep things cool and maintain distance, the suspect's hostile antics escalated, prompting her to whip out her baton. Just wait, it gets juicier from here.
The security guard explains the suspect came closer to her and attempted to spit on her during the incident.
I can handle the word calling, or the name calling, all that. That doesn't bother me.
Right.
But he was doing this, and so I back up. Well, there happened to be somebody's hat. I don't know whose it was just a hat when I walked around.
Mm-hmm.
He picked it up and he chucked it. Well, I ducked back because I saw him pick it up and thought, well, he's going to throw something at me.
Right.
And he kept rushing me, but I was keeping distance, and I just backed up. But then he started spitting on it.
Strap in for more action. Over 1 block away, police spot the suspect, later identified as Alonzo Page. An officer orders Page to hit the deck, warning him of potential tasing due to his non-compliance. The suspect remains defiant and aggressive. The upcoming scuffle is not to be missed.
When on the scene, the responding officer hops out of the squad car and chases toward the suspect. The officer heads toward the suspect, later identified as 30-year-old Alonzo Page, and tells him to get on the ground.
Hey, get on the ground. Now. On the ground.
I already talked to them.
On the ground now.
Why?
On the ground, because right now you're being detained. Get on the ground or you will be tased.
According to a release by the Spokane Police Department, Page was, quote, non-compliant and made a motion with his arm that appeared as though he was going to throw a punch at the officer.
Get on the ground or you will be tased. Do you understand this?
Dude.
All right.
I talked to them.
Get on
like
the ground.
8 times.
You're under arrest. Hey, do not do that.
Quit. Stop.
Quit.
I'm right here.
Quit.
You'll want to see this part. In an intense melee, officers struggle to pin down Page. The body cam footage captures the officers repeatedly urging him to stop resisting and to keep his hands in view. Despite the chaos, the officers keep barking orders. Up next, see how this tussle unfolds further.
You done?
Yeah.
Do not grab anything. Do not move. 171 fighting one. Knock it off.
Thank you.
Hand on your back. Hand on your back.
Body camera video then shows the officer struggle to detain Page.
It's not over yet. After finally getting a handle on Page, the officers discuss slapping additional charges on him due to his behavior. Meanwhile, a bystander captures this dramatic scene on a cell phone, leading to its viral spread on social media. This prompts the police to release the body cam footage to clarify the officers' actions. Stay tuned for the repercussions.
Okay, well, you're grabbing an assault third charge now, okay, bud?
Meanwhile, a witness captures part of the incident on video.
Jesus.
After the cell phone video made its rounds on social media, the Spokane Police Department released the body camera video explaining officers' actions. A statement reads in part, quote, the officer used a ground control technique where a subject's head is held into the officer's body while also maintaining control of the subject's arm, not touching the neck, in an effort to transition to a cuffing position.
Here's the grand finale. As the video draws to a close, officers pat down Page and escort him to a police cruiser. They connect his aggressive behavior to earlier incidents in the day, painting a clearer picture of his troubling actions. Page ends up booked on multiple charges, including assault and obstructing an officer. Watch how all the pieces come together in this final clip.
Straighten your feet out. Straighten your feet out.
Go over here by my car.
Stand up.
No, it's all right. I've had more.
Anything in your pockets?
As the body camera video comes to a close, a responding officer can be heard explaining that the same suspect was involved in 2 other incidents that day.
There's separate instances, just continuation of terrible behavior.
Page was booked into the Spokane County Jail on charges of 3rd and 4th degree assault and obstructing a law enforcement officer.
Seriously? Did she just say that? The officer questions the woman, Gabby, about her whereabouts and how she arrived there. Gabby responds that she is currently in Kenworth and explains she took the Parkway. The officer expresses skepticism about her explanation, reflecting the beginning of their suspicion regarding her state of sobriety. You'll want to stick around for the next bit. It's a doozy.
Where you work?
The Waverly at Neptune.
How much did we drink?
Just a little bit. Just like 2 beers.
You had more than that.
No.
Well, you're not even close to Union. And how did you get here? What town are you in right now?
What do you mean?
Where are you right now?
Kenilworth.
Okay, so how'd you get to Kenilworth?
I took the Parkway.
The Parkway? You came from this way, though.
Yeah, I took the Parkway off. I took the Parkway and I took off of the Parkway into Kenilworth, and I was going to go onto 22.
Well, that escalated quickly. Gabby admits to drinking 3 beers, escalating from her earlier claim of 2. The officer, aiming to be cooperative, encourages honesty as it would aid the situation. Suddenly, the conversation turns to a car accident, revealing that Gabby hit a parked car on Cross Street, which introduces the reason behind the traffic stop and her evident distress. The twist coming up is something you've got to see.
More than 2 beers, right?
I took like 3.
Now it's 3. Let's just, honesty's gonna work with you.
Honest with you, I took a few beers.
A few?
Yeah.
What's a few? All right. Let me figure. Just lean up against your car for me, okay? You see your tire, right?
Yeah.
Did you know you hit that car on Cross Street? Why'd you run? Because you've been drinking. You didn't run. You hit the car all the way over there, and you ended up over here.
I was just trying to
go home. You're trying to go home.
I was just trying to pull over.
Because you know you had a little bit too much to drink.
Just a little bit.
Okay. What's your name?
Gabby.
Okay, I'm Travis.
Oh, the plot thickens. The officer decides to conduct field sobriety tests, starting with an explanation of the tests and why they are necessary. Gabby's confusion and the smell of alcohol prompt the officer to assess her physical coordination and cognitive abilities, setting the stage for the procedural part of the DUI evaluation. Brace yourself for the sobriety tests. They're a real eye-opener.
I can smell the alcohol. You hit a parked car all the way over there, and you were trying to run.
Okay.
I'm going to put you through a couple field sobriety tests. Because I think you are more than 2 beers, right?
I took like 3.
Now it's 3. Who's the car registered to?
You won't believe this part. Gabby is asked to perform the walk and turn test, a standard field sobriety test. The officer provides detailed instructions and demonstrates the steps, emphasizing the need for precision in Gabby's movements. This test is critical as it directly influences the officer's assessment of her sobriety. Next up, watch her try to keep her balance. It's almost comedic.
Okay. You feel comfortable walking in those shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. What I want you to do is you're going to stand right here for me, okay? Face me. You can kind of use this line.
Oh, perfect.
It's perfect, right? What you're going to do, okay, this is the walk and turn test, okay? What I want you to do right now is stand with your right foot in front of your left, with your heel touching your toe, arms down to your side. I want you to stay in that position while I explain the instructions to you. I'm also going to demonstrate for you, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take 9 steps, heel to toe, counting out loud for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on all the way up into 9, okay?
Here's where it gets even trickier. The one-legged stand test commences, but Gabby struggles with balance, which she attributes to arthritis in her ankles. The officer remains skeptical, considering her previous alcohol admission as a more likely cause for her imbalance. This moment is pivotal, as it further substantiates the officer's suspicions of intoxication. And just wait for what's next. It's quite the clincher.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and begin.
1,000. I can't.
Keep going.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Keep going. Up for balance. 16,000. Arms down to your side. All right. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Turn around. Bring your hand 20 back.
Time for the big reveal. Following the completion of the sobriety tests, the officer concludes that Gabby failed to perform adequately and decides to arrest her for driving under the influence. This marks a crucial turn in the interaction, transitioning from investigation to enforcement. Watch as they gear up for the next steps. Things are about to get even more tangled.
You were under arrest for driving while intoxicated. Okay? 5-3. I'm gonna need a tow. 1 under 450. Stay right there for a second, okay?
Trav, I'll swing back around.
Have a seat.
Only 1 car was damaged.
Get in. There we go. I'll crack the window for you so you get some air.
Okay.
Sit back. Sit back. Look up. Just put your seatbelt on, okay?
Oh boy, here we go. As Gabby is detained in the police vehicle, the officers discuss retrieving her belongings from her car. This segment highlights procedural aspects following an arrest, focusing on handling the suspect's personal items and securing the scene. Keep watching. The interaction that follows really brings home the personal impact of the situation.
521, huh? I don't see a phone. Huh? You can't open the front door. You can try. I couldn't get it. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
This part hits right in the feels. The conversation shifts to Gabby's personal life as she mentions her daughter. This revelation adds a layer of gravity to the situation, illustrating the broader consequences of her actions. The officer uses this moment to emphasize the risks of drunk driving, especially as a parent. Next, you'll hear a dialogue that adds even more layers to this unfolding drama.
You have a daughter?
I know, I fucked up so
How old's your daughter?
She's 5, almost 5.
Almost 5. What if she was in the car?
Well, I would never drive with her in the car.
Oh.
No, never.
She never drive drunk, right?
I would never drive drunk with her in the car.
She didn't drive drunk at all, right? That's what happens.
I'm
We can't find your.
fucking idiot.
We can't find your phone. Do you know like a phone number of somebody who would pick you up in like a couple hours?
Unfortunately.
You do know? You know phone numbers by heart?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Who are you gonna call to pick you up?
Wait, it might be on the floor though.
There's a lot of stuff on the floor.
As the curtain starts to close on this roadside drama, the logistical challenges come to light. The final key moment involves the coordination for Gabby's transportation to the police headquarters and the arrangement for the tow truck to handle her vehicle. This segment wraps up the field activities, transitioning to the administrative and legal processes that follow an arrest for DUI. Stay tuned, the conclusion to this saga is just around the corner.
Do you have anything in your pockets or anything like that? Alright, my other partner's in here, she's working at that, she's a female. She's gonna just give you she's gonna make sure you're not carrying anything or anything like that on you. Arriving headquarters 10764.5, 10764.5.
An officer explains to the DoorDash driver that she needs a license plate for her moped to legally operate it on the roads. The driver seems unaware or confused about this requirement, thinking that delivering food gave her a free pass. Strap in, because it only gets wilder from here.
I'm doing DoorDash. Yeah, I got my, title and everything for the bike.
You need a license plate for it, though, so you can use it.
I went through it. You can see on the DoorDash thing and everything. I can use the bike for DoorDash. I'm picking up a delivery right now. Yeah, I'm doing delivery right now for DoorDash. Yeah, was it a problem? It tells you.
The conversation escalates when the officer insists that no matter if it's a tiny 49cc engine, the moped must be registered with New York State. The driver is quick to offer showing her paperwork and license, ready to prove she's got everything in check. Buckle up, the ride's about to get bumpier.
Yeah, it's a 49cc though.
Doesn't matter. If you're using it on the road, you have to have it registered with New York State. Do you have any paperwork for it at all?
Yes, I do. I can show you right now. Yes, I can show you right now.
I can see your license.
Headquarters to truck 4.
I should have put my shit out on you. Sorry, y'all got the camera on? Y'all be at the water, right? Y'all need the water? Yeah. I'm in there. I know exactly.
When? On Saturday. I was at the water.
I wasn't there.
The officer warns the driver about the potential consequences of not having her moped registered. The situation intensifies, hinting that she might be in deeper trouble than just a missing plate. Hang tight, the plot thickens.
It was like, well, I'm recording you. If you don't take it, then you're going to get in trouble for not taking it.
Probably. Yeah, that sounds like it. Sounds like it.
That definitely was just. She was like, oh, you're antagonizing me.
She was parked in the handicap.
Yeah, but you walked away, right?
Yeah.
You walked away and then you came back to keep bothering her. And she was like, you're antagonizing me. You look like it's a gay girl. And her girlfriend, it was like a group of them. I was sitting down.
A bystander jumps into the fray, critiquing the officer's approach towards the DoorDash driver. The bystander accuses the officer of initially walking away, but then returning to stir up more drama, adding a spicy twist to the encounter. The next part is even juicier.
And you have your license as well?
Why? I don't understand. I'm doing Uber Eats. I'm doing a job. She has her license.
Well, you were driving this.
Yeah, but I was driving too.
Yeah, but she was driving.
But I driving too.
A heated debate breaks out over who was actually riding the moped. The driver insists that while she and another person both use it, the focus should only be on her current delivery job. Stick around. You'll want to see how they untangle this mess.
That has nothing to do with it. She was driving, so we need to see her license because she can't be driving.
I'm about to show you my title to the bike, sir. Right. I'm just trying to.
I understand, man. But
I don't understand. I'm doing a job right now.
I'm a licensed driver, so since I'm with her, it doesn't that make sense? This is
no,
crazy.
She was driving.
The main question is there's no registration on the vehicle.
I'm getting away. Stop! Why you trying to take my bike? Why you trying to take my bike? Come on! I'm doing it. Yes, I'm not assisting the. I'm not assisting the bike. I'm not assisting the bike.
No, under arrest. You're under arrest.
The driver throws a curveball with a pointed accusation towards the officers, suggesting racial biases might be influencing their behavior. This marks a pivotal turn in the interaction, introducing an explosive element of racial tension. You'll definitely want to see the officer's next move.
And you scared of black people.
Tell me when he got the water with the other guy.
Yeah.
Antagonize that girl.
Yeah.
They don't tag. Y'all antagonize.
As long as you don't touch me. Touch me, I'ma sleep you. Touch me, I'ma sleep you. I'm not her. Touch me, I'ma sleep you.
You're not gonna do nothing.
Touch me, girl. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, come my way. Crazy. Don't come my way. Yo, I already Somebody saw Slick Back and Slick Back said just don't ride fast.
Emotions boil over as the driver expresses her frustration and begins to feel the pressure intensely. She gestures to her head, signaling just how overwhelming this ordeal has become for her. The emotional roller coaster isn't over. The climax is just around the corner.
That's my first time working with him.
This shit was a 49cc. I just saw Slick Back. He's
like beating up girls.
Where's your wife at? Put my hat on my head, Carly. I'm doing a delivery. But I have the license. I told you that.
He has the papers for the car.
But I have it.
He's trying to run.
It doesn't matter. I had it.
I'm not arguing.
The driver admits she lacks the necessary license for operating the moped, a bombshell revelation that could have serious legal repercussions. This moment serves as a crucial turning point, laying bare the potential grounds for her arrest.
It's not a run for no reason.
Yes, he's telling me I need a license. I don't have a license for the bike.
You're resisting. You're
I didn't arrested her. No. And he seen me on the bike. He waited for us to run the store. Instead of pulling us over and throwing us down like and traffic us. Y'all need to stop harassing people. Stop harassing people.
A bystander shouts in support of the driver, claiming she's being unjustly treated by the police. This ramps up the public spectacle of the arrest, underlining community involvement and the controversial nature of the incident. You won't want to miss how this all wraps up.
Anything to
She's got a knife in there. She's got a knife. She just took off.
She ran up.
Well, I flew past you because they were saying 2:30.
What did come over?
I put 2:30 at first and 2:13.
No, but on the radio.
Oh, you sounded fine. You didn't even sound like...
Put you in these right quick, okay? They're gonna be in the front.
Wait.
I got you, okay?
You gotta be shaving yourself. Arresting an 83-year-old.
I am so sorry, but the law is the law, Miss Man.
Okay, but can you call me home? Because I don't feel this is necessary. It was other kids in the classroom.
I know it's okay.
No, I don't
Stand
know.
up. Stand up.
What? Wait, why?
Because I'm telling you to. Stand up. Stand up.
Did you see that coming? Officers casually stroll up to Martha Menifield's home, only to drop a bombshell about a warrant for an unpaid trash bill. The interaction quickly turns from calm to confusing as Menifield's surprise is palpable.
You Martha Minifield?
I am.
Miss Minifield, we have a warrant.
For what?
Not paying your trash bill.
What? So you're gonna handcuff me and take me to jail?
Yes, ma'am. I got you.
No way. Did that just happen? As the officers gently but firmly slap the cuffs on Menifield, they explain what's happening like they're guiding her through a bizarre game show. Despite her age, she's rolling with the punches, and the officers assure her they've got her back.
Put you in these right quick, okay? They're gonna be in the front.
Oh, wait.
I got you, okay?
You gotta be shaving yourself. Arresting an 83-year-old.
I am so sorry, but the law is the law, Miss Man.
Wasn't that a jaw-dropper? A reporter chimes in with a tone of disbelief, highlighting the absurdity of an 82-year-old being handcuffed over a mere $77. The scene feels more like a sketch from a comedy show than real life.
That was 82-year-old Alabama woman Martha Menifield, who was handcuffed and arrested for not paying a $77 trash bill.
I'm not joking.
Seriously, can this get any weirder? An officer elaborates on prior warnings about the bill, while Menifield explains her daughter handles those pesky bills. It's a classic case of family miscommunication turned into a sitcom scenario.
I'm so serious. It's a warrant. Fair to pay solid waste, and here's all your information. That's how I knew where your address was, where to come. You sure you got a phone call from the code enforcement about a month ago saying, hey, you need to come pay your trash bill.
The reason I'm not saying anything because my daughter takes care of that for me. You know, I'm just saying.
Okay, well, she has not been doing it, and you gotta go with me today.
Okay, things just got real. Menifield learns it'll cost her $285 to avoid jail, escalating from a trash bill to a major payout. The numbers are getting as high as her blood pressure at this point.
Anything you need to grab right quick you can, and
I can't believe it.
we'll be going on down the way.
So what would I have to pay?
It'll be $285 to get out at the PD. If not, I have to take them to the county jail.
Oh, Lord.
Ever think you'd see this on a Sunday? Menifield is baffled to discover that the police don't take weekends off, much to her dismay. This revelation might as well have been delivered with a laugh track.
And y'all come on a Sunday.
Yes, man.
Arrest somebody.
We do them all the time. They just happen to get around to you on this day right here. We took 2 more in yesterday. They were saying the same thing. Y'all came on a Saturday. Yeah, we're going to come around right here. Don't follow.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, my bad. I don't want you to follow in the water puddle. Okay.
This keeps getting thicker than a plot in a mystery novel. Former Sheriff Deputy Chad Ayers weighs in, critiquing the arrest with the bemused expertise of a retired cop who's seen it all. The contrast between SWAT raids and arresting elderly ladies over trash bills is starkly comedic.
Joining us to break down this trash violation arrest is former Sheriff Deputy and former SWAT team member Chad Ayers. Chad, how you doing? Thanks for coming on.
Sam, always good to be here.
Showing up to an arrest for an 82-year-old for not paying a trash bill, Chad. It's a little different than the SWAT calls I'm sure you were used to.
It's quite different. You know, there were times that we got dispatched out, though, before I was on the full-time SWAT team to answer calls like this. Not exactly the same, but again, you never know every day. That's the crazy thing about this job, right? You don't know what you're going to deal with every single day.
Who knew Trash Day could cause such drama? Ayers points out the importance of reliable family members, especially when forgetting to pay a bill can lead to comedy or tragedy of errors. It's a reminder that every sitcom needs a responsible character.
So, Chad, you mentioned she called her daughter multiple times throughout the video. She said that the trash bill's responsibility was her daughter's, and she called her to say, hey, you forgot to pay my trash bill.
You should have got a phone call from the code enforcement about a month ago saying, hey, you need to come pay your trash bill.
The reason I'm not saying anything because my daughter takes care of that for me. You know, I'm just saying.
Okay, well, she has not been doing it.
Arresting me for not paying my trash. And you know, Prince always.
I'm definitely trying to get in contact with your daughter if I was you, because she not screwed you on this one.
What's next? A reality TV offer? The dialogue shifts to the responsibilities of the daughter, pondering the larger societal implications of such an arrest. It's as if life has morphed into an absurd reality show, questioning whether this should be the norm.
So unfortunately, though, we do have to be held accountable if we're not paying our bills. I hate that it turned out that way. Honestly, if this is true, then the daughter needs to be more responsible, or this lady needs to find someone else to handle her affairs.
Did you notice the officer saying your daughter really screwed you on this one?
Yes. I got to be honest. It appears that she did. I hate it. But again, we have to find responsible people to handle those kinds of situations. I just want to make sure we're clear. If this bill would have been paid, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Kicking things off with a bang, an officer decides it's time for a little backpack exploration and asks the teen if he's carrying anything he shouldn't. The teen is prompted to empty his backpack and pockets, signaling a not-so-ordinary school day. Just a hint, things are about to get a little wacky in the next bit.
Okay, can I see your backpack? You have anything else on you that you shouldn't have on you today? Could you empty your pockets out for me? Huh? Because I'm checking for the safety. I'm checking everything. Then empty your pockets.
Oh boy, here we go. Our teen isn't too thrilled about playing show and tell with his pockets and prefers a call to his mom instead of a pocket parade. The officer explains this is all standard procedure given the serious whispers of trouble. Buckle up, the roller coaster is just leaving the station.
Empty your pockets or you're going to be putting listen, I smell weed, but that, I'm just explaining to you that I'm doing a safety check. No one's accused you of anything.
But why search me though?
Because we have a serious allegation. So we are going to search you.
Okay, but can you call my mom? Because I don't feel this is necessary. It was other kids in the classroom.
I know. I don't stand up.
Things escalate quicker than a microwave minute. The officer tells the teen multiple times to stand up and get moving with the search, stressing he's not in cuffs yet. The teen, still not a fan of the impromptu search party, voices his discomfort. The intrigue deepens. Don't touch that dial.
Stand up. What? Wait, why?
Because I'm telling you to. Stand up. Stand up. Okay, you're not under arrest. You understand that?
No, sir. I don't feel this is necessary to search me, though. I gotta hold her for 1 second. I just want to get those on.
I can't hear you, hon. You got a what?
I gotta use the bathroom.
Okay, well, probably some shakedown on the bottom of this. But...
That's pencils, bro.
Okay.
Just when you thought it was just about an overdue library book, the plot thickens as the officer finds a firearm in the teen's possession. Amid the teen's shock and attempted explanations, the officer dishes out Miranda rights. Things are about to shift into a whole new gear.
Oh my God, bro.
Can you come on with this, son of a bitch.
Oh my God, is this necessary,
Yes,
bro?
ma'am. Yes.
I didn't harm nobody.
You're in possession of a firearm on school grounds.
I understand that, but no one
And a
was
tip was
harmed.
received. It doesn't matter if anybody's harmed. You're not allowed to possess a firearm, period, let alone on school grounds.
Okay, I'm going to read you your Miranda. Okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can
Dive into the deep end as the teen spills the beans on why he felt the need to pack some heat at school, citing bullying. He explains the origin of the gun, making this more than just a simple Q&A session. The stakes are high, and the next part doesn't pull any punches.
You want to answer questions?
Yes.
Okay, what are you doing with a handgun on school grounds?
No, I honestly was not trying to harm anybody with it. I was just carrying it around. That's it.
Why were you carrying it around on school grounds?
Because I understand that there's people on school ground that likes to bully people, and I felt like I was getting bullied by certain people on school ground.
Hold on to your popcorn, folks. The gun isn't just for show, it's locked and loaded. This pivotal discovery means a ride downtown for our young protagonist as he starts to grasp the gravity of his situation. And guess what? The drama isn't over yet.
How many times have you brought it to school?
It's like the first. I swear.
Today's the first?
Yes, I swear.
Yesterday.
I didn't bring no gun yesterday, I swear.
Okay, well, I heard a statement that you brought it yesterday. Cal-Tec 380 semi-automatic. Is there anything in it?
Yes.
It's loaded.
It's loaded.
I'm sorry, no, it's not a... Yes, sir, Keith, it's a Ruger, not a Cal-Tec. It looks just like a Cal-Tec.
The reality of a not-so-great adventure begins to dawn on the teen as he realizes this might affect his probation. He's got questions about calling his mom, but the officer explains the calls come later, at the jail. Keep watching, the plot is about to thicken.
It has a magazine with bullets, and there was one in the chamber. It's going to be a transport, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. I'm just B-Rob.
Can I make a phone call, please?
Not right now.
Yet. You can make a phone call when you get to the Emory County Jail.
The county jail?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Did someone say plot twist? At the jail, the conversation turns serious with discussions about felony charges and being treated as an adult. The teen is now learning the harsh truths about adult consequences in real time. The next scene is a doozy. Stay tuned.
Okay, so you're going to the county jail. Okay.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I can't even call. Can you call my mom for me?
We will call her. Well, you could call her from the jail.
I was just finna get off juvenile probation. It's just one time thing. I never bought it yesterday. I swear, I never bought it yesterday.
You may not have. We just got a tip, and I told you when I got you out of the classroom, I have to look at all tips, whether it's weapons, guns, whatever it is.
Personal truths are unearthed as the officer probes whether mom knew about the gun. As adulthood looms large, the officer outlines the legalities now governing the teen's life. Prepare yourself. The finale is just around the corner, and it's a real cliffhanger.
Who do you live with? Just curious.
I stay with my mom.
Your mother?
Yeah.
Does she know you got one?
No.
I think we'll eventually, on my end, contact your mother.
Can you please?
I mean, I don't
so
have
she knows, please?
Well, that's up to law enforcement right now.
She will know when you contact her at the jail.
Yeah, you're under control right now?
Right now, you are 18. Okay, you're an adult at this point. So we don't have to follow the same things that we would with a juvenile.
I understand.
Okay, so when you get to the county jail, you can call mom.
Can you believe what just unfolded? Cassie Ventura filed a federal lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, alleging a decade-long pattern of physical and intimate violence. The suit detailed instances of violence, battery, and controlling behavior, where Diddy dictated every aspect of Cassie's life. Despite multiple attempts to leave, Cassie feared reprisal, and the lawsuit claimed Diddy's employees turned a blind eye to the violence. Just when you think it couldn't escalate further, the next moment reveals more shocking details. Get ready for a wild ride to the next scene.
When Diddy's former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, sued the mogul in federal court on allegations of rape and a decade-long pattern, physical and sexual abuse. The singer, who was previously signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Records, claimed the rapper was controlling of every aspect of her life, including where she lived, what she wore, and even her medical records. The suit alleged several instances of abuse committed by Diddy, including battery, rape, and forcing her to have sex with male sex workers. The suit also claims Diddy used intimidation to control the R&B singer.
The depth of the allegations is staggering. The lawsuit also detailed shocking acts of violence and intimidation by Diddy, including an incident where he allegedly gave Cassie a black eye after a confrontation in a hotel room. Another allegation included Diddy dangling Cassie's friend over a 17-story balcony. These instances highlighted a pattern of severe control and violence. Up next, an action that hints at the gravity of these accusations. Strap in. Things are about to get even more intense.
after Diddy learned he was interested in romantically pursuing Cassie when they were on a break period from their relationship. The suit also alleges Diddy became violent, beating Cassie multiple times each year. In one instance, Diddy allegedly pushed her into a car, then proceeded to kick her in the face repeatedly. In another claim, an intoxicated Diddy allegedly gave Cassie a black eye after she tried to leave a hotel room. The hotel security camera footage captured the incident, but Diddy allegedly bought it off for $50,000. Those weren't the only instances of alleged intimidation. The suit claims Diddy dangled Cassie's friend over a 17-story balcony.
This next development is jaw-dropping. Following the lawsuit, Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami. This action was seen as a significant step towards holding Diddy accountable for alleged criminal activities. The singer's attorney emphasized support for law enforcement's efforts to prosecute those violating the law. And now, let's dive deeper into the past with an insider's perspective. The plot thickens, so stay tuned.
When Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes were raided by Homeland Security this week, the singer's attorney released a statement saying, quote, "We will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those that have violated the law. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct." It wasn't the only instance a former girlfriend of Diddy's came forward alleging instances of abuse. Diddy's ex-girlfriend Gina Hunn said in a 2019 interview with controversial blogger Tasha K that Diddy allegedly stomped on her stomach and punched her in the head during one incident.
What we just heard is hard to grasp. In an interview with Howard Stern, Usher recounted his experiences living with Diddy as a teenager, describing it as a time filled with very curious and potentially inappropriate activities. Usher's account shed light on the questionable environment around Diddy during the early years of Usher's career. Brace yourself, the revelations continue. You won't believe what's coming up next.
In 2016, singer Usher, who had previously lived with Diddy when he was a teenager, told radio personality Howard Stern very curious things took place at Diddy's so-called Puffy Flavor camp. Usher, who was around 13 at the time, had moved to New York City and lived with Diddy, who was going by Puff Daddy, for a year. The idea to live with Diddy came from L.A. Reid, who was Usher's manager. Usher said he went to live with Diddy for a chance to see the lifestyle and referred to the time period as a wild and crazy time in the 90s.
The implications of these statements are profound. Aubrey O'Day, former member of the girl group Danity Kane, which was managed by Diddy, spoke out after the raids. She highlighted the retribution she faced for not conforming to expected non-talent-related demands, and linked her dismissal from the group in 2008 to her non-compliance. The next clip further unravels the complex web of Diddy's professional relationships. Buckle up for more eye-opening disclosures.
Meanwhile, a member of a girl group previously founded and managed by Diddy also spoke out after Diddy's homes were raided by federal agents. On Monday, Aubrey O'Day, who is a part of the group Danity Kane, shared a statement about Combs after the raid saying, quote, "What you sow, you shall reap." In December 2022, O'Day said she was fired from Danity Kane in 2008 because she wasn't willing to do what was expected of her, not talent-wise, but in other areas. She said she wasn't the only girl that was in those types of positions. This past September, Diddy announced his plans to reassign publishing rights to select Bad Boy Records artists, including O'Day's group Danity Kane. But O'Day claimed Diddy's deal came with strings attached, those strings being non-disclosure agreements, also known as NDAs, that the artist had to sign.
The fallout is far from over. Former Bad Boy Records artist Mace called the raid on Diddy's home big payback and expressed satisfaction that it occurred on the anniversary of Life After Death, the last album released by Diddy's friend, Notorious B.I.G. Mace's comments underscored the complex and strained relationship between him and Diddy. But there's more. Keep watching as more industry insiders speak out. The next segment is just around the corner, and it's a doozy.
Rapper Mace called the raid big payback and said it was amazing it happened on the anniversary of Life After Death, which was the last album posthumously released by Diddy's best friend, Notorious B.I.G. Mace and Diddy have a long and embattled history. Mace was previously signed to Bad Boy Records in the 90s and the early 2000s. He gave his publishing rights to Diddy for $20,000. When he attempted to get his catalog back years later, he publicly slammed Diddy when the mogul turned down Mace's offer to buy back his publishing for $2 million.
Hearing this will leave you stunned. In January, before the raid, comedian Cat Williams commented on Diddy's infamous parties on the Club Shay podcast. Williams highlighted the need to maintain integrity and refuse participation in questionable activities, suggesting a broader awareness of Diddy's controversial reputation. Stay tuned. The next testimony adds another layer to the ongoing narrative.
The Diddy allegations also ventured into the comedy world, where comedian Cat Williams also previously made comments about Diddy's alleged wild parties. In January, Williams spoke out about Diddy during Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast. Williams said, "I gotta protect my integrity integrity because if P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no.
This latest claim is truly alarming. Music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr. filed a $30 million lawsuit against Diddy, alleging intimate harassment and a series of violent incidents. This lawsuit further painted a troubling picture of Diddy's alleged behavior, including accusations of grooming and physical violence. As we continue, the drama and the stakes only seem to increase. The upcoming details will definitely raise some eyebrows, so keep watching.
According to the suit, Jones claims he was subjected to possible drugging and rape, ritual humiliation, and being cheated out of more than $50,000 for work on Diddy's album. The suit also names actor Cuba Gooding Jr. Jones believes Diddy was grooming him in an attempt to pass him off to Gooding, leaving the two alone in a studio on Diddy's yacht where Gooding is alleged to have groped and fondled Jones when the two were left alone.
Can you believe this opener? Ruby Franke is instructed to step out of a room and is told to shut the door behind her. As the video kicks off, officers guide her calmly, as if she's just another guest at a party. Stay tuned, because things are about to get a tad more interesting.
Come on out, please. We'll go that way towards that door. What's that? Downstairs in the interview room. So I could have gone that way, but appreciate you opening the door.
Did that really just go down? Ruby gets directions to head downstairs to what's dubbed the interview room. She seems a bit mixed up about where to go, but then cracks open the door and follows through as the officers tell her, "Brace yourself." The plot thickens.
We'll take these stairs right here.
Catch this next bit? The officers make a smooth move and remove Ruby's handcuffs as they settle her into the interview room. This is played out like it's all in a day's work, keeping things light and procedural. Up next, the ambiance gets a notch serious.
This next one right here. Right here. And we'll go ahead and I can remove those cuffs right here. Go up to down and remove them. This way, yeah.
How gripping was that setup? Ruby is seated under a soft light in the interview room, with a promise that someone will join her soon. This part sets the stage for what feels like a drama unfolding. What comes next might just make you lean in closer.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat. Okay, she'll be here shortly, okay?
I'm gonna have you come sit on this side for me. Thank you.
Could you see that introduction coming? Detectives make their entrance and introduce themselves to Ruby, laying out their roles and why they're chatting today. They're all about digging into some family matters, setting up what feels like a family drama series. But wait, there's more.
So I know I introduced myself to you earlier, but my name is Detective Bates, and this is Sergeant Tobler. We're just here to talk to you about kind of a few things involving your kids. So first, do you live down here, or do you live up north? Do you want to talk to me about where you live, or?
Things just got real, didn't they? Ruby voices her wish to wait for a lawyer before getting into the meat of the conversation, showing she's clued into her rights amid the tension. The anticipation builds. You won't want to miss what's next.
Would you feel more comfortable talking to one of us?
Or do you want me to, I can step out if you want.
Or if you feel more comfortable talking to him, I can step out?
I'll wait till I have a lawyer.
Okay. So you don't want to talk to us at all?
This scene is crucial. Watch closely. A detective reintroduces himself to Jody Hildebrandt, trying to keep the mood light and breezy as they confirm identities and set the stage for a chat. Fasten your seatbelt. The conversation takes a twist here.
So I know I introduced myself when we were out there, but again, my name's Detective Bates, and this is Sergeant Tobler.
I'm trying to get you in the paper. I need you to sit in the seat for me. It's all about camera angles. If you can sit in the house, that'd be great.
Can I get you any water, snacks?
How long you lived here in Islands? 11 minutes?
6 years.
6 years. The same house? Wow. You married? Single?
Where'd you move from?
How will she play this? Jodi talks about her trust in her lawyer's advice, not to spill the beans without legal backup. Despite the detective's attempts at making the room feel friendly, the dialogue that follows will definitely stir up some reactions.
We just want to get to know you a little, so if you just kind of want to share a little about yourself and what brought you down here. And
so I trust my attorney. He said, don't say anything. And I said, I have nothing to hide. And he's like, I know that, but just let me be there with you when we talk. So you guys seem nice people.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to be difficult. This is really, you knew all the pieces. I think you'd have a lot of empathy for what's going on.
That's really what we're
That's what we're looking for, and you're an adult, and...
Can this get any tenser? Jodi stands her ground about not sharing personal details without her lawyer, highlighting fears of misinterpretation, despite reassurances about the transparency of recording devices. Watch out, the next bit adds some spice to the mix.
Well, I think it looks bad that I don't want to answer anything, but it's not because I'm trying to be difficult. I'm really hanging on what he told me to do.
Yeah, who's your attorney?
Adam, his father's an attorney, his brother's an attorney.
Is he local?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
The detectives shift gears and ask Jodi about Ruby and her husband's relationship, trying to peel back layers on what's up with the family dynamics. Jodi sticks to her guns, keeping info under wraps without her lawyer. Make sure you catch what unfolds next. It's crucial for the big picture.
We just honestly want to understand what their dynamic is, what happened to the children, what caused their separation.
Right.
And after talking to Kevin, it sounds like you know a lot about their dynamic and their relationship. So if you could help us understand that at the least, that would be awesome. And that's nothing incriminating towards yourself because it's not pertaining to you. So if you could help us understand that.
Jodi, we're going to do this. You asked for your attorney, and we'll leave it at that.
He talked to the officer
Okay.
and said, can we make a time? And he said out loud, do not talk to them.